In this video, we're going to be reviewing the BlackMagic Design Microconverter Bidirectional SDI HDMI. Hey guys, AJ the CEO here. If this is your first time stopping by the channel, thanks for stopping by. And on this channel we focus on tips, training, strategies, reviews, and builds to help modernize your media ministry. So if you're new here, consider subscribing. So it is Thursday, I think. Is it Thursday? Yes, it is. So this is going to be a Tech Tip Thursday where we're going to be doing a review of the BlackMagic Microconverter Bidirectional SDI HDMI. So what is this? This is actually, I'll tag it in the video above. This actually is a combination of the SDI to HDMI converter as well as the HDMI to SDI converter. So technically you can just have one of these and it can replace either one of those roles at any point in time. So this is about $25 more than the other one. The regular, with the power adapter, the SDI to HDMI is around $50 and the HDMI to SDI is about $55. So this was about $75 when I got this. So honestly, I got this because I ordered a replacement SDI to HDMI, but somehow it got misplaced or something. It didn't get delivered. So I ended up ordering this because this is the one that they had available for me to get in a reasonable amount of time. So let's go ahead and open this up and let's see what's inside. Alright, so we have our bidirectional SDI to HDMI, power plug, and the adapters here. So what makes this so great? Like I said, on here you can do SDI in and SDI out, as well as HDMI in and HDMI out. So it does both. I guess it all depends on what type of connection and which direction it's going. So I'm wondering how that's going to look when I connect everything to my computer. So let me go ahead and plug this in, and what I'm going to do is replace what I'm using right now to input into my streaming PC over here. So let's get to it. Alright, so before I set everything up and connect it to anything, let's go ahead and look at our settings over here and see what we see in the converter software here. It's only picking up HDMI to SDI. I don't know why it's not picking up this one. So it was because the cable, the USB cable I had, wasn't putting out enough power for this to pick up. So change that out, and there we go. Now let's look inside the settings that are on here. So we have the same 3G output that we see before, and that's mainly it. So really nothing to do, and it is on the, it's not the most current. Actually, the current is 7.3.3, but that's for the 6G versions of this, so I'm good, not really needing an update. Alright, so now that we got that tested, so we know that we actually got this right, let's go ahead. I'm going to hook this up into my current setup and see how this looks. Alright, so it works pretty good. Now, and the reason I say that is, I guess what I chose to connect to it wasn't the best of ideas. I tried to hook my PlayStation up to it, but because of the security, it doesn't really work with BlackMagic stuff, so you have to do a little sneaky way to get around that, which I'm not going to show you, but I have it connected. So as of right now, I'm going to cut over here to my camera, my phone, so you can see how everything is set up. So as you can see, that is the line in that is going into my ATEM that's under the table, and then this is the PlayStation line in. So if I cut over, you can see that that is what is coming in. And just to show you, if I unplug this, you can see the connection goes down. So that's the connection that lies that together, and that's how this works. So if I cut over here, you can see that this is the main connection that works on this. So now what I want to do is switch this backwards and see if that works as well too. All right, so what you're seeing right now being captured on my computer is actually from the, this is actually being input into my Intensity Pro 4K from the bidirectional SDI to HDMI. That's a mouthful. But that's what I replaced. This was the original that was connected to it. It was just a regular SDI to HDMI, which I had under the table, but that's the one that I switched out, and I'll cut over to some video of a photo of it actually connected. But works really good. There's really no settings to do. It just pretty much, I had it connected to my PlayStation, HDMI in, SDI out, and now the way I have it configured right now, because the Intensity Pro only has HDMI in, I have it SDI out of my ATEM switcher, out of that into the box, and then HDMI out into my computer. So really cool. I will have a link in the description for it. So I'm just trying to think of what this might be. It might be one of those that you hook up all the cables and you just put it in place, and you know it'll work in both directions if need be. Just in my setup, it's kind of difficult for me to think of why I can use this, but it's good to have that type of device for testing. So if I'm going to churches and I'm trying to test if something's working, I can put it in place, go back and forward. Maybe that's a reason for it. But anyway, I hope you like this type of video and this review. Like I said, it'll be a link in the description below if you're interested in purchasing this for your church or any type of situation where you need HDMI to SDI, SDI to HDMI. Now, before I finish, let me just make it clear. This is not a scaler. Whatever is going in, the same resolution that's going in is going out. The same frame rate that's going in, the same frame rate that's going out. So this is not a converter like the up-down cross HD. I might have had that backwards. The cross up-down HD. I think that's the way I had it. It's not like that. Whatever is coming in, the same signal, frame rate going in is the same thing that's coming out, whether it be on HDMI or SDI. So please don't buy this thinking that it's going to be a scaler and scale your stuff. So anyway, I hope you like this content. If you do, I would appreciate a like, consider subscribing, and hit that bell notification. That way you get notified when we come out with other videos. And if you like what we're doing here, we would greatly appreciate if you would become a patron to help fund this, so we can help bring more content to help train your media ministry. This is AJ. We will see you on the next video. Later.